Hi, welcome to Rose Opal Knits, a crafty channel.
This is episode 146 and I'm Daphne.
And I'm Erica, and we are a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law duo from Delaware. So hey, how you doing? Welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for choosing to spend some more of your precious free time with us. And if you are new here, we hope you stick around, you like what you see, and you consider subscribing. So this is a crafty channel. We talk mainly about knitting, crochet, and cross stitch, but if we get our hands on some other crafty things, we'll also include that as well. We do have information in the description box below where you can find us on social media like Instagram, our Ravelry names, our website which has a blog with a couple of free patterns, our spread shop where we sell merch, our Ko-Fi account where your donations help us to send out prizes, gifts, for the things that we do around here, and of course the Discord group, which is where the Rose Opal Knits community has all their knit-alongs and make-alongs. So check out the description box for all that information. And before we get into the crafty goodness, just a little bit about us. I'm Erica, the mother-in-law. I'm married to my high school sweetheart. We have 4 children, 3 boys. Holden is 29, Thomas is 22, Ralph is 17. Our daughter, Mary Rose, is 8, but she'll be 9 soon.
I'm married to our oldest. We also have 4 kids. Mason is 6, Paisley is 5, Theo is 3, nope, he's 4. And Isaac is 2.
Yep. And you have a crazy dog.
Yeah. I feel like I sometimes mention him and sometimes don't.
And another baby on the way.
Yeah.
Yep. And we are both homeschooling families, and so when we record, we usually have, a bunch of kids running around making noise, but a couple of you have said that you don't even hear them, so that's great. But if you do hear them, this is our life, and this is when we get to record. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the crafty goodness. I only have knitting.
I only have knitting.
Okay, so it's just knitting today. You have a finished object.
I have 2 finished objects.
You have 2 finished objects, okay.
That's it. 2 finishes and a whip. But finished the stripe pipe. So where was I? I was down in there. You can barely see it. There you go. So it was in the round, but I finished it. So what did I modify? The gauge. My gauge is way off, like always. But I use worsted weight yarn, which is Lion's Brand Woolies. The main color is linen. And then arrowwood, denim, umber, black, and cranberry. So I did do the little pop
accent color,
accent, whatever you want to call it. And I did follow those. So I left out the last linen stripe because my sleeves were going to get way too long. Anyways, they're long anyways, but then they would have been 8 rounds longer. I also left out the linen stripe at the bottom before doing the ribbing. And I did more decreases along my body too. So, and I was on a US 10, which is I don't know. I didn't bring any of this stuff down because I was like, it's a finished object.
Is it a 6 millimeter?
Is it? I don't know. What's at 9? 5.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, 6 millimeter. And then this ribbing and bottom ribbing were on the 9. Which is a 5.5, but this ribbing was done on an 8, which is a 5 millimeter. So, and I knit the second size. I think that's all.
Okay.
Oh, I finished it yesterday, which was August 25th. I was gonna say April. It's not April, it's August. August 25th, and I started it on the 15th. So it took 9 days. But yeah, that's it. Don't really have much to say about it.
All right. So do you want to talk about your other finished item, or should I talk about my stripe pipe?
Talk about your stripe pipe first.
Okay. So my stripe pipe is living in this bag that was a gift to me by my friend Julie.
And who's also knitting the stripe pipe.
Yeah, she's almost done with hers as well. So last week when I showed it, I was up here and I added all of this. So the back is as far as it can go at this point. And then I picked up for the fronts and knit them separately and then joined them. And now I'm working to make the front match the back, and then I will join them in the round.
You only have like 3 full stripes to go.
Yeah, not too many before I can join it in the round. So I am knitting the 4th size, and my gauge is closer than Daphne's.
Way closer. I think I have 16 stitches.
Okay, yeah.
And I think it's 20, or
20.
is it 22?
It's 20. 20 stitches.
And you're like at 18-ish roughly, right?
Yes.
So Julie
And
was the closest in gauge, though.
no, I'm 19 stitches.
19?
I think 19 stitches.
When we talked about it the first time, I think you said 18.
Oh, did I?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
But if you checked it again, then you'd know better than me.
Okay.
But I think Julie was the closest with full gauge.
Yes. And I am using Barocco Remix Light 100% recycled fibers yarn. I like this. I've knit 3 tops out of it. This is my 4th. And it is a blend of nylon, cotton, acrylic, silk, and linen. This is my main color, and it's called Gooseberry. And then this is my first contrast color. It is called Artichoke. And this is my second contrast color. I forget what it's called, but it's a blue.
That's what you knit your Tolsta out of, right?
Yes, earlier this year. And I am currently knitting the body on a US 7, which is a 4.5 millimeter needle. And in the picture for our thumbnail, I had it on backwards just so it like covered more, but yeah. So I am happy with this project so far. All right.
Alrighty, my other finish was Holden's Rafa's hat. I was literally right here. I literally just had to decrease. You could barely see that marker. There you go. Maybe. There you go. But it's a free pattern. It's a 1x1 rib hat. I always add 2 extra rows in each rib section just because he wants it longer. But this was, I knit the largest size. Did I say that? I don't think I did. Kept it in this little tiny bag, which the shop is not open anymore on Etsy, but I used a US 6, which is a 4 millimeter, and then the yarn is Dreamin' Color Smooshy with Cashmere in the lemon lime color. So I don't really, you guys have seen it. This is how much yarn I have left. I didn't weigh it, but it's okay. So I don't really have much to say about it. It's such a basic hat.
It's very soft.
I have not blocked that one, so it's not gonna, the top is gonna lay funny. As soon as you wash it, it's good.
Yeah.
I just have not washed it. I started this one on August 11th and finished it on the 23rd though. So.
All right. I am still working on my Christmas socks. They are almost done. This is a bag by Oli of Chair Stitch by Oli. And
did you bring your yarn?
No.
From Julie?
I forgot.
I have mine upstairs.
Okay.
Do you want to talk while I run up there and grab it?
Sure.
Okay, I'll be right back. I just wanted to show it. We keep forgetting it.
Yeah. So I am knitting these at the same time, but not on the same needle. This pattern is the Heel Toe Do-Si Do by Kayla Litton, the Crazy Sock Lady. I did modify it. It's not much of a modification. It's just that I didn't close my yarn overs, knitting them through the back loop. I just knit them regularly. So the last time I showed these socks, I was down here on this one, and I'm ready to put the toe in on this one. And this one I was right here. So I have a few more stripes. Actually, I'm going to do the entire stripe repeat here to the brown, and then I'll be ready for the toe on this one. So they should be finished. My goal is to have them finished by the end of August. The stripy yarn is a colorway by Night Owl Fibers. I think it's Christmas 2023. Mm-hmm. This pink mini that I had was by Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. And then this speckle mini was just an unknown mini out of my stash. And so I think this is what I have in my Ziploc bag.
Very fancy.
But I think I have enough to knit the toes out of the more solid pink, and that's what my plan is. And yeah, so I can't wait to have these done. They're for me. So 64 stitches, which is the medium size, with a US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter needle. All right.
I just have a sock left in a Mount St. Stitches bag, and these are old socks. So I have one that's been done forever. I don't know exactly how long, but it's been done forever. And I have the second sock. I was all the way, literally started the heel flap. I got like 5 rounds in and sat the sock down. So I'm at row 60. I need to get to 102. So we have a little bit to go. But yeah, it's just a vanilla sock for my husband. So it is on a US 1.5 2.5 millimeter needle with 72 stitches, 1 by 1 rib, just plain old vanilla, heel flap and gusset, and a wedge toe. The brown yarn is from Noble Character Crafts, but I don't remember the colorway. And then the pink yarn is Woolberry Fiber Co. Hey look, I'm talking about him, he's calling me. Woolberry Fiber Co. in the Holiday Hangover color, which I'll knit myself a pair out of the yarn too later. But that's all I really have to say about it. My projects are kind of boring this week, like to talk about. Like they're super basic. You've either seen it the last, what, 2 or 3 podcasts, and then the other one you've seen me knit a couple of them, and then basic vanilla socks. So boring projects, but that's all I have knitting wise.
All right, well, I have 2 more projects to discuss, but they kind of play into each other. So in this bag,
That was in my mouth.
by Susan of Delightful Works, is my Christmas sweater. It's the So Faded sweater by Andrea Mowry. And I've made an executive decision to frog it. Once I joined it in the round, it became my car knitting project, and I did add, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 3 rounds of body. But I just don't love it. Like, you know, I like it. I love the yarns, and I think they look great together. But, you know, like hindsight's 20/20 or whatever, and the kids just walked in the house. And once I've seen it like this, I wish that I had started it in brown, faded it into the variegated, faded the variegated into the green mini, and then faded the green mini back into the brown. And so I might do that. Once I rip it out, I might do that. It might continue to be the So Faded. I'll just start it over. But I'm also looking at other options. It's fingering weight yarn. So I'm looking at like DK weight slipovers and vests. And I might just hold it double and knit some kind of slipover or vest. So I haven't 100% decided. And I know that I said,
This is it.
This is it, because this is what, the 3rd thing that I've tried to knit it into, but nah, it's not it. It's not
Strongly believe if you do not like what you're knitting, just undo it.
Yep.
Rip it out. Redo it.
So that's not it. So my traveling knitting is again my Owen scarf, which is in this bag by Chair Stitch by Oli, and I am knitting it. Here it is, and this is the progress I've made since the last time I showed it on an episode. So not a lot, but some. And will you hold it for me? The main color is a Barnyard Fibers. Is that what it is?
Barnyard Knits.
Barnyard Knits.
Right?
Barnyard something, right?
I think it's Barnyard Knits.
Okay.
That's my guess.
I have all sorts of stuff in this bag right now. But I don't doesn't look like I have the ball band. Oh my. Here it is. Yeah, Barnyard Knits Ice Castle. It was like the January color that you could buy. Like she has monthly colors that she discounts a little bit.
Oh, some of them are so pretty.
Here's the
I
color.
think all of them are pretty, but like so tempting.
In the cake. And then the mini skeins are a set from Holly Press Fibers. It's the Anna Green Gables Matthew and Marilla set. There is a total of 6 colors. And I have added all of them except this one. So this is my next one. And then there's another, and then it'll start another striping sequence, the scarf will, and then once I get through that striping sequence, then the bottom will end, the other half will end like this. So it's just for me, it's not a gift for anyone, so there's no rush to finish it, so it's just gonna live in my car, and I'll knit on it, you know, when I knit on it. But I am knitting this on a US 7, which is a 4.5 millimeter needle. It's all fingering weight yarn. And just following the pattern.
Keep yawning.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Sorry. I'm not tired. I'm not bored.
All right, so do you want to talk about that?
Okay, so Julie surprised us with this Bumblebee Acres fiber farm. Anyways, this is the vintage Slytherin. She got Hufflepuff. Because if you didn't know, you could take a quiz, test, whatever you want to call it, online, figure out which house you are. So I'm a Slytherin. They're both Hufflepuffs. Holden's a Hufflepuff.
My whole family's a Hufflepuff, except for my husband who refuses to take the quiz.
My family's Slytherin. So that's what we got.
Yeah.
I do plan. Okay, so Harry Potter Day is on the 1st of September. Did you know why it's the 1st?
That's
because I didn't.
I thought it was Hogwarts Day.
Hogwarts Day.
Yeah.
Yes. But did you know why? Because I didn't. I had to look it up. I was like,
It's
why
when they
is
go
it?
back to school, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to
okay.
look it up, and I was like, asked Holden, and he's like, I don't know. And I was like, so I had to go look it up because I was like, why is that day Harry Potter Day? So Harry Potter Day, Hogwarts Day. Goodness. So Julie's like, hey, we should cast stuff on for Hogwarts Day. So she gifted us these,
And I didn't bring mine.
yeah, we forgot it last week too. I felt bad. But I got it this week. I'm going to knit Selena socks because I have Hobby Diablo in black color. So I'm going to hold it double with this. Then I'm also going to knit a pair of vanilla socks out of this too because that's plenty of yarn for my feet. And then I have a Rubious Hagrid yarn and a Butterbeer yarn that I plan to cast on. I really want to cast on the Butterbeers because I'm going to knit the Midnight Dancer socks by Sari Nordlund out of them and make the ruffle white for like the foam on top of Butterbeer. And I just want to cast those on. That's what I want to do. I want to cast those on, but I told myself I couldn't cast on Harry Potter yarns until I finished Holden's sock. Just this one. Because it's fingering weight too. Although I have like at least 4 other US 1.5 9-inch circulars, so I could totally cast it on. But
You wanted to finish something first, or?
I told myself I had to.
Yeah.
But that's all I want to cast on is that one. But yeah, so that's all I have now.
All right, and I plan on casting my Hufflepuff yarn on. I'm either going to hold it 2 strands of the same yarn together and knit a DK weight sock, or I'm going to hold 1 strand of the Hufflepuff with like a white. But either way, it's going to be DK weight socks for me. But that's the plan for September 1st, and I'm just gonna keep working on my stripe pipe, and I'm gonna finish those Christmas socks and probably pull out one more project.
I can't decide what to knit on yet. I did write down all of my, so I had to do stuff on my laptop yesterday. So I went through and I wrote down all of my whips. I put everything on Ravelry. There are no pictures. I have 56 pictures I need to take for projects dating back to 2023. But there's only one from 2023. Most of them are from this year. I also did the math out of how many finishes I have for the year. I have 40 finishes as of finishing the 41 finishes for the year. But I went through my whips and wrote them actually down in my book. They're normally written on my phone. But I don't have 21 anymore. I have 19.
19 whips?
19 whips. So 19 whips. Most of them do not have pictures. A couple of them might have pictures. But most of the projects from this year do not have pictures. But I also went through my stash. Did you see my notebook? It's crazy.
Oh, you filled
my notebook has
your
all of my sweater quantities of stash yarn and what they're for. So altogether, I have like 56 garments I can possibly knit.
But
those are not all for me.
Yes.
A lot of those are kids too. Sounds like a lot. A lot of it is acrylic yarn from like Michael's, Hobby Lobby. But then there's also semi-annual sale yarn, clearance yarn. Like it sounds like a lot. But most of my yarn comes in on clearance at a reduced price. So
for holidays and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it is like nicer wool that isn't necessarily reduced price. But it's not like crazy hand-dyed sweater quantities or anything like that, okay? Sounds like a lot. It's not actually that much, okay? And this is years of accumulating yarn. So comes in from a lot of different places. But yeah. And I told my husband, and he's like, oh, sounds like you don't need any more yarn. I was like, you're boring.
We just got, at the Yarn Maven, we just got Barocco Vintage DK. We've had Barocco Vintage Sock and Barocco Vintage Worsted, but now we have Barocco Vintage DK, and Sue, the owner of the Yarn Maven was like, oh, Daphne's going to be so excited.
I love Barocco
said
Vintage.
she is excited, but she's supposed to be on a no buy yarn
I was
right
told
now.
I was not allowed to buy any more yarn right now.
Yeah.
So.
But.
It's okay. I have plenty of yarn to knit. But that's not the point. Like, it's two separate hobbies, buying yarn and knitting.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I think so. And, yeah.
It's okay. I don't need anything.
And
I don't
young.
really want anything right now anyways. Like, I've bought yarn recently, but like I said, a lot of it has been semi-annual sale. And then I bought my kids yarn for their sweaters, which I'm ripping out Paisley sweaters, currently sitting upstairs on the table with I did tubular bind off. So
yeah, you talked about that last week,
and
right?
pull it out,
That you were going to rip that out.
Yeah. So I'm ripping it out now because I think my next projects I'm going to try to finish are the eyelet loop sweater, so the red one that I was calling my Christmas sweater. It's not going to fit me Christmas time. I'm due February 8th. So it's like, I knit it to my actual size, pretty much. Like, I did add depth to the armhole, but I knew I wasn't going to be comfortable wearing it the way the pattern is intended. So, added length in the armhole, but like, the sweater's not going to be super, like this one is super oversized. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to fit me. Like, probably be able to put it on, but it wouldn't look very cute. So I'm going to cast on the Mina sweater by Irene Lynn, which I have yarn for. I've had yarn for years. Just sitting there.
You gonna cast that on now?
No, soon.
Oh,
soon.
Are you gonna just reknit Paisley's sweater before that, or?
No. That's what you missed. That's what me and Julie were talking about.
On Marco Polo. I have a whole 9 messages on Marco Polo I need to catch up on.
Yeah, so I was talking about how I wanted to. I have a whole list of Irene Lynn patterns because her patterns are great, but
they are beautiful.
I was debating between the Cinnamon Twist cardigan, which is by this designer, the stripe pack designer, but it's a cabley cardigan. I have gray yarn that I want to use to knit that, but I was like, I could cast that on, or the Mina sweater for September, sometime in September, basically, because we're doing selfless September too. So I was like,
we're going to focus on knitting projects for other people.
Yeah, but I said I wanted to cast on one sweater for myself too.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's like what I'm calling my Christmas sweater now, because it's oversized and it's red. So I ended up deciding that one is going to be the cast on instead of the Cinnamon Twist cardigan.
Oh, okay.
Is what I was talking about there.
Okay.
But because I already own the Mina sweater.
Gotcha.
I think I'm going to cast that on, recast on Paisley sweater, finish Paisley's cardigan, and then start the boys' stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've got a whole list of selfless projects that I need to either work on or start in September. So, yeah.
I also need to knit my daughter a basic colored cardigan.
You need to finish your daughter's granny square cardigan.
That's what I was just talking about. I'm gonna finish.
Oh.
That's her cardigan. I have pink yarn from Julie that I decided is going to be her basic solid colored cardigan.
Okay,
And if y'all don't remember, the granny square cardigan is all sorts of colors, which is fine.
What are you taking that velour yarn from last night in the Marco? That velour? What pink yarn from Julie?
Oh, I have it upstairs.
Oh, you already have it. Oh, okay.
She said she hated it, and I have it now.
That's funny.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, but I know what it is. I know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
But pink yarn, because her cardigans are the granny square, which is bright, colorful, oversized, boxy, you know, which is fine. And then the other cardigan she has is that one that I knit, the novice cardigan that I knit like January of this year. Oh my goodness. And it is a stripy-ish yarn that's like pink and blue and purple. And I was like, she just needs like a basic cardigan. And I was like, I have so much yarn for her to knit her stuff. So I'm like, we're just gonna knit her a basic pink cardigan. For like dresses, you know, because like neither of those cardigans really go with the dresses she has. So I'm like, she just needs something super basic. So.
No, I think that makes sense. For those of you that are new or you might not know, Julie is a very old friend of mine from high school. And she is part of our yarn bestie group. The three of us have a little Marco Polo chat, and we talk knitting and yarn every day, right? Every day. And so we mentioned Julie a lot. And if you've watched our Vlogmas videos, she does pop up from time to time in them, but she's not actually active in the podcast. But
she just helps decide what to knit.
Yeah.
She told me I should knit my Douglas cardie, and I was like, I can't do the Douglas right this second because this is stripy worsted weight woolly yarn.
You want a break,
So I'm like, and the Douglas cardie is wool of the Andes stripy on a US 9, I think. I think I'm on a 9.
Okay.
And this was a 10. And I also want to knit the eyelet loop sweater, which is Baroque Ultra Wool on a US 8. So I'm like, I can't do that one yet. She's like, oh, I didn't think about that. I was like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
But yes, we're going to take a break from stripes and woolly stripes.
Woolly stripes.
Woolly stripes because she said
well,
take
my
turns
stripes
tank.
aren't woolly at all.
But
So.
she told me to take turns tank, which is a wool cotton.
So you could do those stripes. Gotcha.
It's different. Different enough.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are gonna go for now. Got a busy day. We've got registration night tonight for American Heritage Girls Trail Life. So we got.
Mason's registered.
Oh, you did it online already?
Yeah. I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
I don't want to do that in person.
Okay.
So.
But all right. So we got things to do, and this will get edited and up. Oh, we didn't say what day it is. It is Tuesday. Did we say what day it is?
I don't know, but I said yesterday was the 25th.
Yeah, today's Tuesday, August 26th, and now at the end it's 11:59. So, all right, we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.